Now, do any of you remember Lenny Dykstra? He was an outfielder for the Mets and for the Phillies, right? And his nickname was Nails. Tough as nails, Lenny Dykstra. But now, Dykstra has a whole new career. Well, he's a financial genius. Did you know that? They're going to make a whole movie about Lenny Dykstra. Now, here's what we're going to do first. First, we're going to show you the trailer for this movie. Just please watch Jim Cramer, because what's going to happen later is awesome. All right, so here's Lenny Dykstra, the genius.
Everything changed a decade ago for the man known simply as Nails. It was during a meeting with the broker whom he had invested $2 million. A nest egg he planned to retire on and rest his battered and bruised body. It was then that he learned that his $2 million was now only
$400,000. $400,000. I went to my broker. I said, what the happened to my money? I was humiliated. And I'll never forget the moment when I said, this will never happen to me again.
Dykstra on the run, he throws, and he makes the catch!
When you talk about money, it's never a game. I take money very serious.
A lot of people pay $400,000 for a house. I paid for a car. They actually need a three-piece wheel to sell to the athletes.
Lenny Dykstra's been retired for more than 10 years.
This is where the big man sits.
But don't look for him on the golf course or sipping pina coladas by the pool.
Hey, dude. How's it going, bro?
Sure, he can afford a life of leisure.
They lean on this marble, so you got something to feel good.
But Lenny doesn't do leisure.
This bitching?
He started with a chain of car washes in California that he'd later sell for more than $50 million. Then he took a year off to master the stock market.
We're going to control 1,000 shares.
Welcome to Mad Money! Welcome to Great America!
He's one of the great ones in this business. He's one of the great ones.
Let's take Johnson & Johnson. July 55.
I know, it's like Lenny Dykstra now. Come on, Jim. Lenny Dykstra. Yeah.
Lenny's daily life may have gone from ball player to big business, but his intensity, well, that hasn't changed.
Just like he's telling umpires when they be, joking around with the catcher. What the hell's so funny? I said, I'm playing for real money here. Real money. We had a fight with Rick Dempsey at home plate. This umpire was being brown-nosed by Dempsey. And I said to this umpire, I said, you see that scoreboard up there? What's it say? 400. That's what it says. You know why? Because I know what a strike is. And Dempsey stands up and tries to get tough. And all of a sudden we go right there, right at the ditch.
Dempsey going after Lenny Dykstra.
It was great.
Oh, and who lost the fight? Well, it wasn't Lenny.
That's when we won the World Series in '86. That's more of a symbol of what was accomplished.
He was the ultimate team player. And when a few years ago, a down-on-his-luck ex-teammate came to Dykstra looking for a job at his car wash, Lenny once again stepped up to the plate.
There'll be a day when, players won't have to sell rings or beg coaches for jobs.
That's where Lenny's world is now focused. A lifestyle and business venture specifically for pro athletes.
The Players Club is really about players helping players. We're working to change everything about finances and sports.
People think they make $10 million. You pay your agent, you pay taxes, you buy the nice house, help the family out, okay? Now you got your dick in your hand, basically.
$70,000 for this. No way.
Finish strong, man.
Yes, life is good for Lenny Dykstra. Even his oldest son, Cutter, is following in Dad's footsteps.
There it is.
Having been drafted into the majors by the Milwaukee Brewers.
Could be a brewer. Milwaukee. Sounds like a fun place to live.
It's a world of wealth, family, fame, and drama. Even in his 40s, Lenny keeps hitting it out of the park.
That's the best house in the world. I mean, what do? Where do you go from here? Heaven.
Help.
And to those who doubted him in his journey from ball player to businessman, and still question where the world according to Lenny is going next, simply put,
Yeah. Well, she was laughing. Yeah, when you want a loan, but... Let's get the out of Dodge.
get nails. The world according to Lenny.
The world according to Lenny. Oh, interesting. It's funny how they make the miss. You know, oh man, this guy, he's one of the greats. You know, he's got this whole thing figured out, man. That, money disappearing on him, you know how it went from $2 million to $400,000? Well, that is never going to happen again. No, because Lenny Dykstra's got this financial thing figured out. Or does he? Let's go to the second video, where Bernard Goldberg of HBO tries to find him in his house that has been foreclosed on.
And he told us to meet him at his mansion, which, despite the pending foreclosure, he's still living in. No furniture in the house.
Uh-oh.
Doors open.
We got an issue in America.
And since the front door was unlocked,
Lenny? Anybody home?
we went inside looking for Lenny.
Hello?
Mr. Dykstra, Lenny, where are you? Call me back.
Bernard Goldberg, my man.
After 25 minutes, the elusive Mr. Dykstra surfaced, and we began something vaguely resembling a conversation. It's my impression that you're broke, that you owe everybody and his brother money.
Ooh, tell me who I
Well,
owe.
let's go through a few people. The printers,
Printers,
who printed
fuck
the
them printers.
magazine.
The printers are criminals.
The printers are criminals.
Yeah,
Okay.
everybody
The
listen.
flight attendant who you
Listen,
owe money
fuck that
to,
flight
your
attendant.
assistant. Fuck the flight
Yeah,
attendant.
look,
The
whoever
assistant,
says
your
they're
personal
owed money,
assistant.
they're all, listen, they all think that they can come here and steal my money. No, they ain't steal my money. I don't know anybody anything, okay?
You don't say that
I
again?
don't know anybody anything.
Really?
These cases, they're all bullshit. And you understand, Bernie, that what that says and what the facts are?
Want to see it?
I've seen it.
But they foreclosed
They
on
didn't
here.
foreclose nothing. Who's sitting in here?
And he also showed me a picture of the dog he says he's going to buy for $10,000.
That's a world champion. That's the only dog I'll buy.
What do you say, Lenny, to all those people who think that once upon a time you were flying high and now you're broke?
Once upon a time.
And I'm one of them, by the way. What do you say to them?
I don't know, man.
Okay, so you have $75 in your pocket. That doesn't make you rich.
I don't know about $75. I don't ever carry less than $1,000. So, but flying high? I mean, it looks like I'm still flying pretty fucking high. And by the way, I'm flying higher.
Yeah, he's definitely flying high. Okay, I'm not sure it's that kind of high. Think about a couple of things here. It took him 25 minutes to get downstairs. What's going on upstairs? Okay, nothing good. Somebody comes to your house and they're wandering around with a camera crew downstairs for 25 minutes and you don't come down? We got an issue in America. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's the most obvious thing in the world. Look at the ticket. I got $1,000 here. What are you talking about? Flight attendant? Fuck the flight attendant. You know, those two videos, they're separated by about a year. It's not like, hey, 10 years later, what could Lenny Dykstra do? Things went well, but then they went poorly. No, it was all bullshit to begin with. You think Lenny Dykstra knows what the fuck he's doing? The printers. Fuck the printers. Come on, man. You know, what I find amazing, two things, and the whole reason why I showed you this. One, if you got a name, people just give you stuff. They gave Lenny Dykstra, I think he owes over $30 million now. I saw a report $39 million. They claim he had $50 million at one point, right? Where's Lenny Dykstra getting this money? I mean, the baseball money you saw kind of went out the door. The reason he owes people all these kind of millions is because they gave it to him. They're like, oh yeah, Lenny nails Dykstra. Obviously, he knows business. I give him the money. How does he obviously know business? He was a baseball player on roids. Come on, man. It's amazing. And it's similar to Michael Jackson. Oh, you need $500 million? Oh, yeah, sure, here you go. Your name's Michael Jackson. Here's $500 million. And he didn't have any way of paying it out back. Now, eventually they'll get it, at least from Michael Jackson. You got the music that's going to make the money. All right. Another thing is, Jim Cramer. Oh, come on. You know what? I'm done with Jim Cramer after this. Lenny Dykstra, one of the great ones. In finance, one of the great ones. So, look, when you see things about people in the press, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Don't believe the hype. What they show you is something entirely different than what the reality is. And sometimes the reality is pretty close, and sometimes the reality ain't anywhere near close. When you think of someone, next time you see someone, oh, this guy's flying high, he's so smart, he's this and he's that. Think of Lenny Dykstra, mumbling in his foreclosed home. Got to fly to 10.